divine feminine energy for the last day of this year. So let's see what will come up for you in the next year, 2026. A new beginning. The number 1 year. So, start all over again. Wow, star connection for the divine feminine. And it's a really, really interesting one because we get so many uploads at the moment. You know, at 3i Atlas on the 25th of December went through the star Regis. Regis in the sign of Leo. And it was just shining, 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 light, 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 downloads we got at that moment. So what I feel that this is really resonating with this star connection. And what it means, there were a lot of frequencies coming from 3i Atlas with the star Regulus coming down to earth, and it was really, really intense. And you know, you will get, you feel it in your body, you also feel it in your body that your body is changing, that your body is getting activated, that it needs to get rid of stuff, things that not align with you anymore, is getting out of your system. So a lot of things happened this Christmas. I was at the Sekhmet temple, and I got so many downloads, so many energies, so much information that it almost overloaded my body. And yeah, and when your body gets overloaded with light, with love, with downloads, with information, with all the activations, with the codes, with everything they want you to give, and it's not coming piece by piece anymore, it's coming in huge loads at once, because your body was already prepared and opened itself to receive all that energy and all these codes. So it could be that you had really intense dreams with geometry, with visions, with premonitions, you know, all these things. Write it down so you can look back at it and you say, okay, wow, this was really an interesting time. And now I see it here with the star connection for the divine feminine. You are connected with your galactic self. You are in such a frequency. You are connected with the stars, you are connected with the planets, you are connected with the asteroids, with the ships, with the Galactic Federation, name it, and you are connected to it. So keep yourself in that frequency. Don't go to the lower frequencies about politics, about stuff that is coming up. Sometimes we get information that is really needed for humanity to move through, then it's okay. But don't stick there, because it's the low frequency, it's the distortion, it's the distraction of all that you are capable of. So go to that higher frequency. You're in the unified field. You know, you're moving yourself in that unified field. It's even very funny because I get maybe 20 times a day, where are you from? That's here in Egypt. Where are you from? I said, from the stars, and then it's done. They don't ask anything else, but I know it's true. And I met two women, and they heard me saying this. She said, Jesus, that actually it's true. I said, yeah, we are from the stars, and we're returning to it. So you're in oneness with all there is. You are connected, you are in that huge frequency, and you are doing the work that you need to do. you know don't get yourself distracted by other things. Sometimes we get distracted by what is going on in the third dimensional realm. I only take advice from my commander, and that's more than enough. um, a constant and permanent divine guidance. Yes, you are permanently and divine guided, always. Even yesterday, I went into the halls of Amenti, and I met Toth there, and he gave me so many downloads. Not only the downloads of the knowledge that he is keeping, but also the downloads of all the other deities that are preeminent of this land, of Kemet. So that's really, oh my gosh, my whole head was exploding with light. And that's what they say. You are connected to a star creation, and you're going up, up and up and up and up. There is no stopping. There's no stopping about this. um, and all the things that, the dreams that we have may, may chase, some may chase money, some may chase famous, uh, but that's all the distraction of the third dimensional realm. And I don't think we are already above that level. We don't need to have that we don't need to be famous, because our words are only meant for the people that are on our frequency. And if we growing and growing and growing, the more people are fading away, and the more new people are coming in. So it's not, get in don't let yourself get distracted. That's what I just want to say, by all the glitter and glam, because there are always restrictions. There are also always things that you had to conform for. And yeah, that's really it. Now, the joy of life. Enjoy your life, in whatever you do, with your work, with the things that you come. And the more light you get, and the more light you receive from source, the more joy is coming into your life. The more joy is coming into your life. Your cup is overflowing. Open your hands and receive what you need to receive. Share it. Share what you have. Share your love. Share your light. Share your joy, with other people, and let go of all the distractions and the third dimensional realm. And because they want to keep you in that frequency, they are so. Oh, and it's most of the time it's AI. They are so good for you in getting yourself distracted by everything. Then they're coming in with politics, then they're coming in with fights, then they're coming in with aggression, then they're coming in with beautiful energies. you know just, if you're on your phone and you're scrolling, just scroll through. you know, and go to that frequency that you need to be with. I have just a few people I follow, and I stick to that. Every other thing that's coming my way, I just scroll through, because it doesn't have my interest. I'm only interested in the people that have really something to say, and I'm not distracted even if it's driven by AI, because most of the things are driven by AI. Not a lot of things are authentic anymore, because it's AI driven, and that's it. You know, um, it's not real, it's not authentic, and you feel it. You feel it in everything, because it's taken over, fake pages, taken over your identity, and you know, whatever. But be aware of that it's happening. And Divine Feminine has that vision of union, of unity. Let's say it like that. She has the vision of unity. She's focused on the light. She has a clear vision, and seeing the things clear, realistic, um, and realizing illusions. Exposing the illusions. And she has pineal gland activations, and you see it here. It's the triangle again. It's the flower of life. It's the 144. The masculine, the feminine, and source, and there's where the energy comes from. It's the god, the goddess, and created the center by source, by the universe, by God, however you want to call it. It's a huge, and stay in that center pillar. I know we sometimes we get off track because of the influence of the planet sometimes, or the influence of people that trigger us, that we need to work on some inner child issues, or some past relations issues. And when that gets triggered, sit with it, do the work, go through it, and come back in light again. So focus on that light, because you're seeing the things very clear. Divine Feminine, you're seeing the things very clear, and we have to let go of the things that are distractive, or destructive and distractive in our life. So when you let go of the illusion of the world, how they create it as it should be, conform their vision, what is totally made up, that is not real. That's what I say. The only thing that's real is our energy, is our connection with source. That's real. All the other things is just a distraction for us. I saw this movie today, and it was I already from the 70s, and it was so on point. It was so on point, and I thought, wow, if it was already awareness in that time for some people, how is it possible that we couldn't see it at that time? That we had to go through a huge heart opening and awakening. That's the awakening. The heart opening is the awakening. It's not a heart break, it's a heart opening. And it's an awakening, being awake to all the things that are happening to us. Because that's what source wants. That's what source is guiding us through. Some other people just stay there and don't move. But a lot of us that are called to do this kind of work, we all being awakened through our hearts. and you get huge pineal gland activations. So on the other side, you know, they want to reduce our pineal gland with all kind of influence of telephones, of frequencies. But you know, we still get the downloads, we still get the upgrades. So that pineal gland, keep that pineal gland activated, you know, by kundalini energy, by breath work, by moving, dancing, you know, creating. Let that energy flow into your body, you know, whatever gives you joy, that is giving you joy to your body, giving joy to your system. um, yeah, use that energy to go in that higher frequency. There's already um, so much hassle on this world. And yesterday I was in contact with someone that is really getting distracted out of her femininity by masculine energy. And then I think, yeah, that's it, right? They don't want you to grow, they don't want you to evolve, they don't want you to, and those are energies that being sent to you, you know, to test you if you are loyal to yourself. And when we are loyal to ourselves and we are following our path and our journey and our guidance, everything is opening up to us. You know, everything what we want is there for us. Just when I say before I go into these readings, I set my intentions, I set my mind, and I say, okay, I need to go to this or this frequency so many people can see it and feel it, what is needed for this message. So, creation. Source is the creation. All creation, everything what you create, everything what happens on this earth is created by Source. So if you have your unique expression, express it. If you follow the flow of creation, follow the flow that you are meant to follow, you know, and be joyful about it. You know, don't think about, oh yeah, I'm dreaming about this, but it will never fulfill because it's too far reached, or too far this, or too far that, or there's too much distance, or it's just a dream, or, you know, skip that thought. You know, those thoughts are only distracting you from really getting what you really deserve. And that's also a sign of what's coming your way by the outside world. You know, everything we experience is coming from the outside. It's not coming from the inside. You know, our thoughts is because we've seen something, or we give it a judgment, or we give a meaning to it. But if we don't go there, if we don't keep it blank, you know, you are in connection with Source at that moment. We don't have to think every second of the day. You know, we can quiet our mind, and we can quiet our mind, and also saying by, okay, I feel that this thought is coming in, I don't need this thought, you know, leave. And it leaves. You are in control of your thoughts. You are in control of everything, almost in this life, you know. And that's what I say when you're connected with Source. It's the flashlight. It's the pillar of light that comes in. You know, it's the, yeah, the striking light. It's the lightning of God, you know, that comes through and, you know, moves through different energy centers in your body. So yeah, give it attention and keep it there. Your well of dreams. Again, creation. You're connected with creation. You have visions and you dissolve the veil. You let the veil dissolve, you let the things get out of your way, and you experience bliss, and you can dream whatever you want into reality. So if you think that life is just existing about a house, a family, children, you know, and that's valid. Don't get me wrong, it's valid. But keep your connection with Source so you can't be distracted from who you are. You know, even if you're in a relationship or situationship, whatever it is, don't lose yourself, you know, because when we were unaware, when we were in that karmic cycle where we all came from, we did so much to please someone else, so you lose yourself, and then it's still not enough. Whatever you do, it's not good enough. You're not this, you're not that, you're not sir, you know, and you just don't feel good in that unity. So get out. And if you ask just the question, I need to be released from this, you know, the source will come in with something or someone that get you out of that situation. Because that well of dreams doesn't resonate anymore with the life that you had, and Source had another vision for you. A vision that you were meant for, a vision that you had a promise to, a vision that you are made for bigger things, and that your energy is needed in a place that is creating peace and harmony on this world. So you get those visions, you get the premonitions, you get the bliss and the dreams that you want. And when you're there, you know, don't take it for granted. You know, be in this space of gratitude, be in this space of unconditional love, and thank Source and the deities and the gods and the goddesses for giving you that huge information, so you can not only help other people with it, but also let them grow, because you have a knowledge that is huge. It's really huge, and that is, you can't even measure it. So you're not only doing the work for the Galactic Federation, not only doing the work for Mother Earth, not only doing the work for humanity, it's much, much more than that. So don't let yourself be distracted and extracted your energy from what the third dimensional realm wants, or what your mind wants. You know, for instance, if you look to the people that are really, really famous, I think 50 or 60 or 70% left this plane already, because they couldn't cope with the energy, with the time, and with the money that is putting into it to make you that famous. You have to work so hard for it. You have to work so many hours. You can hardly sleep. They deprive you of your energy, and you still have to keep going. So don't let yourself be distracted by the offers and the money that they offer you. Another way to receive it, because the universe is working with you. You will be okay, and you will be reaching the right people, and people will talk about you anyway. So don't let yourself be extracted, of your energy. So let's see what the last card has to say. And you can dream yourself into that space. You can dream yourself into that abundance. You're a multidimensional being, and you are not for everyone. Wow. Be aware that you are not for everyone. You're multidimensional being, and you go into multidimensional places. You're a shapeshifter. You work with the timelines. You have the experiences. And be you. Don't even try to fit in, And that's it. Because if they really, really want you to do the work, they will find you. If they really want you, they will find you. And that's